Hi all, welcome back to the Happy World Life. I'm Evelyn and today we're gonna make blackened salmon with Thai-inspired corn salad. I first made this dish for a private client in Los Angeles, and one thing working as a private chef teaches me very quickly that good food is not good enough. Because people I cook for have options, they can eat at great restaurants, they can order almost anything they want. So if they choose to eat my food, every part of the component on the plate should have a reason to be there. So to introduce you, we are going to use Aura King Salmon or King Salmon. As for the salad, what I have here is corn, cherry tomatoes, fresnos, shallots, cilantros, and green apple. So this will give you light crunch, herbaceous, and heat. Neither one is complete on its own. Together, they make each other better. That is the thinking behind this dish. So let's get cooking. First and foremost, of course, we have to shuck the corn. You know it's summer when corn's here. This is the way I shuck corn, whereby the kernels doesn't fly everywhere. So have a big mixing bowl and a smaller one as the base. Put your corn on it. So everything lands into the bowl. And you don't have to clean up as much. So I'm just going to char the corn. If you have a grill, fantastic. I'm jealous, but I don't have. So I'm just going to do it this way. Add a little salt and we just don't touch it. So you want the char edges, not just warm corn, because that little bit of char makes the corn sweeter, smokier, and a little bitter. And it ties together with the blackened salmon. The first time I had blackened fish was actually on my honeymoon to America, a Louisiana themed restaurant in Disneyland. You can see it's starting to char. So I'm doing the second round of the corn because I didn't overcrowd the corn in the first time. Because when you overcrowd, it steams the corn, so it doesn't give you that char bits that you want. So don't overcrowd the pan. The blackened fish actually reminds me of Thailand. Not because that is the same food. It's not. But the flavor makes sense. It's smoky, heat, salty, char, fat hitting the pan, and bitterness from under the fire. Those are the flavors I already understand from Southeast Asia cooking, especially food from Isan. So even though blackened fish is Cajun, I think a lot of Southeast Asians will get it right away because we like bold flavors that make a grand entrance. Looks good. We're gonna transfer out. Classic song tam is pounded in a mortar just like this. And yes, I brought this from Thailand all the way, but we are not using this today. But what I'm borrowing is the seasoning logic. Sweet, salty, savory, spicy, crunchy, fresh. All in one bite. Lime gives you the sour, and then fish sauce gives you the saltiness and savory backbone. In Thai cooking, fish sauce does the job like salt does for seasoning, but with more depth. It should not make the salad tasting fishy, don't get me wrong. It should make the lime brighter, the corn sweeter, and the whole dressing feel more complete. So the Fresno chili brings up the heat. I remove the seeds first, because if not, it's gonna be in the way of the salad, which I don't like. So I'm just making it into small dice. And then we're just gonna cut it into cubes, slightly smaller than the corn kernel. Then we work on the cherry tomatoes. We quarter them. The cherry tomatoes will add a bit of a tangy note and also add some umami meatiness. Then I'm gonna take the shallots and slice it thin. We halve them first, and then we do a, what is this called? Diagonal? Green apple goes towards the end. It's for the crunch and tartness. So we're gonna cut it into matchstick size, like that. And do you know, in Thailand, som tam is not just made from green papaya. You can find versions using green mangoes, mixed fruits, and even strawberries. So we want it like that and keep in ice water to prevent it from oxidize. So for the salad dressing, palm sugar, harder to find here. So we're using coconut sugar. You can use maple, you can use honey if you want. And then fish sauce and lime juice. Mix well. Taste. Balance. And then we move on to seasoning the whole salad. We have the corn to join the rest. And then we're just going to dress the whole thing. Taste. So the corn is sweet. The fish sauce adds a depth. And the fresno, I can taste it too, and the shallot is bright. So everything is balanced and cohesive. So remember, recipes get you close, but tasting is what gets you to the final outcome of how you want the dish to be. So now we're gonna move on to the salmon. We have the spice mix here. It smells so bold and so tasty. I'm so looking forward to this. Recipe is on Substack if you want it. And then now we're gonna pat dry the salmon. Like I say, moisture is the enemy of crust. Look at how wet it is. It's like bloating. Ladies, bloat your salmon or the oil. So after we pat dry the salmon, we add a melted butter over it. It helps with the crust sticking on the salmon, and it also expedites the dark crust to form on the surface when you do the blacken for the salmon. You can use olive oil or whatever oil you want. I personally prefer butter because it gives a different flavor to it. So just the 3 exposed area, not the skin. And then the spice mix, we'll put it here. And then we'll dab the salmon onto it. So we want it to be well seasoned. Give it all it can, especially the top. The flesh side is the part that you want the most seasoning because that's the part that we will crust it. So the cast iron should be hot, 400. You see there's smoke. On your ventilation, guys. Girl. And then we're gonna sear this. That sound. Let the crust build. Don't touch it for 2 to 3 minutes. Let it crust up. I put the weight so that it flattens the fish and the full surface of it just touches it and it will not like move up or shrink up. You can use a fish spatula to hold it down, but this kind of weight is pretty useful in the kitchen. Okay, so it's about 2 minutes now. I'm gonna check on the sear. Ooh, it's blackened. Ooh, good blackened. Okay, we're gonna transfer this into the oven and finish the cooking. While the salmon is in the oven, I want to say something. Most recipes tells you what to do, very few tell you why. Why char the corn, why the fish sauce matters, why the salad needs crunch, why the salmon needs that dark crust. That is the kind of cooking I care about. Not food that only looks good on camera, but food that makes sense when you eat it. So if you just want recipes, there are plenty of channels for that. But if you want to learn how a chef thinks, subscribe to this Happivore channel. Ooh, look at that. It's burned, but not burned. So we're going to check the salmon, 119, 120. And then as it sits, it will cook a little bit more. It's towards the end where we plate. So we're going to plate it nicely to treat ourselves nice and fancy because we deserve it. And this is how I like to eat. So the corn salad goes down. And then the beautiful salmon. And we're gonna add green apple and some cilantro leaves for freshness and lime zest. So we're gonna eat now. The smell is so good. I can smell the thyme and the spices all so good and smoky. We'll review them. Juicy, salmon. I'm gonna go in for the first bite. Generous bite. Mmm. Oh my god, guys. I really hope you can taste it. This is so good. Juicy, but it's bold, it's salty, it's smoky, and char, almost like I'm ready in a barbecue outside. Now we're gonna have it with the corn salad. So the apple, that crunch, releases small juice as you bite into it. And with the salmon that's juicy, so it's your mouth is like watering. I'm happy with this. It's very flavorful. You can taste the corn sweetness, the cilantro, and the crunch of the apples, as I said. I just want to keep eating it. So this is the kind of food I love. Taking two different cuisine flavors and making it harmonize. And that little extra step to make it pretty. So thanks for watching. I can't wait for you guys to try on this. And see you on the next one.